how Randy Bachman feels about Spotify and his buddy Neil Young. And we'll talk about a lot more. I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music. What's your take on Neil? I mean, I'd heard you talk about Neil Young and the fact that Neil Young does things and other people can't get away with what Neil Young does. And he does things spur of the moment. I know that about him. But what's your take? Do you have an opinion on the Spotify thing?
I agree with one thing, and Spotify rips everybody off. I need 350,000 airplays there to get $10. They pay the biggies. I mean, Brian May doesn't need another $1 billion for a billion plays of bull rap. You know what I mean? Other guys like me or lesser guys than me need their money. I agree with that. They're underpaying everybody. And I don't agree with Neil's stance. I've had double vax. I will not get the booster. I've had whooping cough, double pneumonia, and COVID.
Wow. But
devastating, absolutely devastating. I will not get the booster, which they want to get, and I applaud the Canadian truckers, man. The farmers and the tractors. The little girl, did you see her? She walked up to a trucker. He was in tears, gave him a Ziploc. And it said, "Thank you for trying to change the world for us kids." She was 8. Here's a cookie. She gave him a cookie in the shape of a Valentine. The trucker was in tears. And I think Trudeau is like missing a great opportunity to make a great decision here and listen to the people. He's hiding out. He's not listening to the people. This is Prince and the Pauper. You got to go on the street and see, what are the paupers saying? Not what are the princes saying. Let's follow this guy in the States who makes up all these stupid rules, who owns all the patents on the drugs and everything and getting a kickback from the drug. Let's do our own Canadian thing here. So I wish Trudeau would listen to the people. Give me a call. I'm available.
When did you know in the Guess Who, when did you know that you guys were going to be okay? I mean,
you never know because you're on the road.
Too busy?
There's no cell phones. There's no internet. You check into a hotel and you say, "Is there a fax for me?" And you get a fax that says 2:00 tomorrow at this club, set up, your gig's at 8:00. That's all you had. We had no idea that we had 3 or 4 songs on the top 100. We couldn't afford a Billboard magazine. We're still all sleeping in a hotel room with 2 beds. 2 beds and a cot. The guy who won the toss got the cot. The losers got 2 guys had to sleep with each other, for God's sake. So we could have 1 room in a hotel, basically eating. Before we left home, my mother would get a loaf of Wonder Bread, remember that square bread, and make me bologna sandwiches and freeze them. We'd go on the road, you're hungry, you pull out a bologna sandwich, hold it for a while, it thaws out, you eat it, or peanut butter and jelly. We couldn't afford food. So we knew we hit it when I get the telegram and it says, from Don Berkheimer, head of RCA, American Woman album and single are #1 in Billboard. I call the band into my room. We stand on the bed. We jump up and down. We're #1. We're #1. The bed caves in. We go to the next bed because we jump on that till it caves. We go to the gig and play and we say we're #1 and we got paid $750 and stayed on tour.
Yeah.
We kind of knew we made it because by then we had gold records. So you want to get a gold record. These Eyes is gold, then Wheatfield Soul is gold, then No Time, American, all these things are #1. And suddenly you hit #1. That's the peak of being in the gold or platinum. You are a #1 for obviously 1 week or maybe 2 weeks because you can't stay there forever. But it was a real incredible pinnacle.
Okay, you're at the dentist's office and someone sees you there and turns around and they're curious about you. They ask you, "Hey, mister, what do you do for a living?" What do you say?
Anything I want.
No, you don't tell them. You don't tell them you're a musician.
No, at the border, like going into England, I used to have a big flat in England, Covent Garden. "What do you do, sir?" "I'm a songwriter." "What's that?" "I write songs." "What have you written?" "These Eyes," "Laughing," "She's Come Undone," "No Time," "No Sugar," "American Woman," "Let It Ride," "4-Wheel Drive," "Looking Up for #1," "Taking Care of Business," "You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet." I have 12 hits. I'm called the 12-hit wonder. That's my business company. It's called 12-hit wonder. So I've had a dozen hit songs, 6 with each band. And when I name those off, ka-ching, they know who I am. They know I'm a real singer. I'm coming there to write songs. I'm not being paid because I'm not working. I'm sitting down with someone and creating a song.
Well, yeah, Of course. What
And
do you
I
mean?
never use the word rock star. I hate that. I don't know who made that up. I'm a musician and I'm a songwriter. And that's what I've been doing since I was 5 years of age. And that's all I do.
Now, keep in mind the entire interview, and the link is in the bottom in the description of this video. If you want to see the whole thing, it's on our sister channel, Rock History Book. It's also going to be a podcast, and the links are in the description as well. Make sure you comment on our videos. You know we read all the comments. Subscribe to our channel. It's so important to us. And of course, spread the word. Let people know. And share our videos. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music. Take good care of yourself.